has it all. And European world record holders have some of the most eccentric entries.
Whenever I'm at a party, my friends are always like, Leilani, do a trick, show people what you could do. And
what she can do is twist and contort herself into clinching 3 titles in the most amazing contortionist category, including fastest human backbend walk and fastest contortion roll. She can even pour tea with her feet. James Brown of London really cleaned up this year with the largest collection of vacuums and says his Hoover hoarding started when he was just a wee lad.
I had about 6 or 7 at any one time because we were limited for space. So if I wanted another one had to go. Then as I got a bit older, I used to sneak in a few more machines, and then it started to snowball from there.
Apparently, goats can hold world records too. Just take it from Happy, who can skateboard farther than any other goat.
After she became, a Guinness World Record skateboarder, she's a little bit of a diva now. She's still very friendly and stuff, but sometimes she has this attitude or this look in her eyes. She's like, look at me, I'm a diva.
But Happy doesn't hold a candle to this fire-breathing dragon. A German engineering company created the world's largest walking robot. And it's fierce enough to draw knights into battle to save the damsel in distress. Victoria Kennedy, CNN, Atlanta.
Very interesting indeed. On Germany's elections campaign trail last night, Angela Merkel's main challenger, Pete Stanglers, received questions from more than 150 voters at an American-style town hall meeting. Pete Stanglers and his Social Democratic Party are thrilling Merkel's party in the polls. But as we end this report by DWTV, Stanglers believes victory is on his side.
Per Steinbrück couldn't stand still as he explained his vision for Germany. Potential voters asked questions on hot election topics like the SPD's plan for a national minimum wage and the use of temp workers. Steinbrück said his party can deliver on its promises.
I'm 18 years old, a first-time voter, and my question for you is whether you stand behind every point in your party's program.
I wouldn't be able to represent my party unless I did, and I believe our party can deliver on all our campaign promises. Many of the audience members' questions touched upon the Social Democrats' plan to raise taxes on Germany's top earners. Steinbrück says Germany needs the extra tax revenue to pay for improvements in infrastructure and education. Many also wanted to know whether the SPD would be willing to join a coalition with Germany's Left Party. I can't run a government with a left party, not on issues of foreign, European or economic policy. This was one of the last opportunities for Chancellor Merkel's main challenger to sell his party's program to voters before the election on September the 22nd.
Time now to take a second break. Stay tuned. We now join the Central Focused Office for a look at the day's weather report.
The source assures us of a continuous flow, and from there, everything follows. And for those of us who know what the River Gambia stands for, understanding its sustainability in all aspects of life is easily confirmed. The River Gambia provides nutritious delicacies as food, while it provides its wildlife a balanced ecosystem. This river, as a sanctuary, is committed to its inhabitants' needs without season. And as you travel along, all these values are replicated in one company, Elton. Just like the River Gambia, leads in its commitment to values that matter most. Elton, championing the vision for a new generation.
Good evening, viewers. Welcome to the weather segment. We experience a humid and variably cloudy atmosphere across the country, and the satellite picture indicates convective activities over Mali-Mauritania border, the Senegambia region, parts of Gulf of Guinea states, the central and the eastern part of the continent. These convections will eventually cause rain and thunderstorm in the affected areas, whilst elsewhere indicates dry and stable conditions. For the forecast tonight, we're expecting a humid and variably cloudy atmosphere to prevail over the entire country, with scattered rain showers and thunderstorm particularly over the western sector. The day tomorrow, we're expecting a warm, humid and partly cloudy atmosphere to prevail over the entire country, with thunderstorm in the late evening. Light to moderate northwesterly winds will dominate the flow over the entire country, and the speed will be about 5 to 10 kilometers per hour. Morning temperatures, we are expecting 22 degrees Celsius over the Greater Banjul area, 24 over West Coast, North Bank and Lower River, whilst 25 over Central and Upper River region. For the afternoon temperatures, we are expecting 30 degrees Celsius over the Greater Banjul area, 31 over West Coast, 32 over North Bank region, 33 over Lower River, Central and Upper River region. Moving on to the sea, we're expecting a low tide of 0.6 meters at 9:33 a.m. and 0.5 meters at 9:59 p.m. For the high tide, we're expecting 1.5 meters at 3:12 a.m. and 1.4 meters at 3:44 p.m. The sun will rise at 6:53 and will set at 19:10. Thanks for watching and do have a wonderful evening.
From the weather report, a quick reminder of our headlines before we end this edition of the news. The Vice President and Minister of Women's Affairs, Dr. Aissatou Seydi, Wednesday held talks with the new UNICEF country representative on a day she bade farewell to the outgoing Turkish ambassador to the Gambia. The Minister of Agriculture has unveiled the multi-million-dollar food and agriculture sector development project as the fight against hunger and poverty continues to gain momentum in the country. U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry and his Russian equivalent Sergei Lavrov has been meeting in Geneva to iron out the modalities on avoiding a U.S. military strike on Syria. But the Assad regime remains adamant that Washington must lift its threat of using force. And 3 new eccentric title holders in the artistic world have finally registered their names at the Guinness Book of Records for separate groundbreaking inventions. Well, that's all in this edition of the news. Thank you very much for your time. Jordan Sutton for another bulletin. Meanwhile, enjoy our programs.